Picture this: a busy evening on Church Street at Bengaluru. The air is buzzing with the usual chaos, street vendors, and a mix of locals soaking in the city's vibe. And then, suddenly, the crowd gathers. A familiar voice fills the air. It's Ed Sheeran. He begins strumming the opening chords of Shape of You. The audience, in disbelief, cheers. Phones go up, people start singing along. For a moment, it feels magical, until it isn't. A policeman steps in, walks straight to the amplifier, pulls the plug. Just like that, the music stops. Ed Sheeran, ever the gentleman, gives an awkward smile and shrugs. What just happened? The reason? Rules. Technically, Ed Sheeran needed permission to busk. Shekhar Tekkanawar, Deputy Commissioner of Police, said he had received a request for permission, but he had denied it because using an amplifier requires a microphone license. The police acted by the book. No exceptions. Not even for a global superstar. This sparked outrage online. Fans were disappointed, musicians were furious. Vocalist T.M. Krishna took to Twitter, posting, "Musicians, actors, and dancers have stopped for years from making art in public spaces. No one cared a damn. If you guys care, reclaim public spaces and our right to make art in public space." And that's where the debate begins. Music is not just entertainment, it's culture, identity, and free expression. From the jazz filled streets of New Orleans to the underground music scene of Berlin, great cities embrace street music. Bengaluru, India's Silicon Valley, is home to artists, creators, and a thriving indie music scene. If global icons like Ed Sheeran are willing to perform for free, shouldn't the city celebrate it instead of shutting it down? Local musicians say this is nothing new. Busking is already difficult. Noise permits, curfews, and regulations make performing in public spaces a bureaucratic nightmare. Ed Sheeran's case was just a high profile example of a larger problem. Fans argue that stopping his performance wasn't about safety, it was needless red tape. If crowd control was an issue, why not manage crowd instead of shutting down the music? Why not create spaces where artists can perform freely? But let's flip the script. Imagine what would have happened if the police hadn't stepped in. Church Street is not a concert venue. It's a narrow, high football area. The second Ed Sheeran started singing, the crowd swelled. Hundreds of fans crammed into space, blocking roads and creating a security risk. What if there had been a stampede? What if the situation had spiraled out of control? Wouldn't the same people who blame the police for stopping the show then blame them for failing to manage the chaos? The police had to act, and yes, rules apply to everyone, even global superstars. Public performances require permissions for a reason. A free for all street concert is a logistical nightmare, no matter who's playing. So, the verdict? There isn't one. So, was the police action justified? Or was it a missed opportunity to make Bengaluru more artist friendly? Both sides have a point. Music should thrive, but public safety matters. Regulation should not be rigid, but cities need order. The real debate is not just about this one performance, it's about balance. Can Bengaluru and other cities find a way to encourage street performances without compromising safety? Can there be designated zones for busking? Or will rules always take precedence over rhythm? That's the big question I'll leave you today with. This is Leena Lal signing off for now. Keep watching Famous TV for more such stories.